Oopsie!
Creepypasta. You know them, you love them, and you love reading them, don't you? And I'm not going to be talking about the ones on screen. I'm going to be talking about one I saw on Google. The one, me the only, the person that probably murdered people, and I have no idea. Fetterbed's frustration. Yes, there's an actual Lolipsy creepypasta. I'm not even joking. But we're not here just to talk about Fetterbed's frustration. We're here with a second guest, so you can come on now. I said you could come along now.
I swear to God, if you don't come in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to literal murder.
Sorry about that. There is just some random, technical difficulties. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, the guest we were gonna bring in. You can come along now.
Oh gosh, what a discovery jam is that? Please, I don't want to see anymore. I just want, oh yeah, just complete please, I just give her the.
Phew, now that monstrosity is gone. Now, what was I going to talk about again? Oh yeah, Fetterbed's frustration. And, by the way, some warnings. So, in the first creepypasta, this features murdering, blood, gore, and, dead people. And for the second one, death, blood, and gore, or, probably some, illnesses, and, drowning, and, I don't know what else. So yeah, if you are afraid of any of these, please leave the video. Do you remember the show Lolipsy? If you haven't, let me explain. It's a show based on the original dolls of the said franchise who like to go on adventures. However, there was something about one of the characters that would make me change how I see the show forever. And that was the first doll to exist, Pillow Fetterbed. Here's my tale. So you see, I was watching Roly Poly Ollie on YouTube via Treehouse Direct, and I was drinking McDonald's coffee until I heard a knock on the door. What the heck? Who could that be? I went to the door, but nobody seemed to be there. Well, except for a DVD that I just happened to notice the DVD itself had a pillow on a pink background. The DVD title was called Lolipsy, So Magical Adventures. I didn't order this, I said to myself, but I can't wait to watch it nonetheless. I do like this show after all. Then I put the disc in my DVD player and I myself to watch an unbelievable discovery, starting off with the DVD. It was the Nickelodeon logo, but I started to realize it was a little off. For starters, the background was black instead of white, and the Nickelodeon logo was now red instead of the usual orange. And then it showed the warning, but the background was red, and then the text was black. This doesn't seem right, I said. After those, it showed many previews for other Nick Jr. shows like Team Umizoomi, Bubble Guppies, Paw Patrol, Dora the Explorer, Wonder Pets, Julius Jr., and more. And then it showed the DVD menu. It looked very cool to see. The menu had the 8 Lolipsy dolls, Crumb Sugar Cookie, Minnie's Fluff and Stuff, Spot Sweater Splash, Peanut Big Top, Bee Spells a Lot, Jewel Sparkles, and Dart Starlight on the right side of the screen, waving with their pets beside them, while a silhouette of Pillow Fetterbed was behind them. Her eyes were red for some reason. While the DVD logo was on the top left and below were 6 options: play all episode section, setup, special features, previews, and more Lolipsy But I pressed the episode section to see the list of episodes. Why? Because I didn't see a list of episodes on the back of the case. The episodes were followed: Stuck on You, Nighty Night, A Tree Grows in Lousy Land, Rosie's Day Off, Mablet Muffin Mission, and some strange episode I never remembered being part of the series, Featherbed's Frustration. Featherbed's Frustration? I asked. What's Pillow so frustrated about? I shrugged it off, as I was interested in seeing another episode of Pillow, as she didn't receive screen time in the show. I pressed play all because, gosh, do us writers have to see a million times. The first 5 were good, but before the 6th one play, a warning came up on the screen. Warning, this episode of Lollipsy was going to be planned for... warning, this episode of Lollipsy was going to be a planned season 3, but it was rejected and scrapped entirely due to being too disturbing. The episode was also made not one, but 4 former Moonscope animators who were later fired for making the episode. Please shield your eyes before you watch this episode. Wait, what? Is this some kind of joke? The intro began, but the only thing odd was that Pillow wasn't an accent yet. Crumbs and Ember were present, carrying pencils as if she was there, but she wasn't. After reading the most confusing excuse for an intro, the episode started. The title card had out of a photograph of the 8 Lollipsy dolls, but all their faces except Pillow's were scribbled out, while Pillow's face had blood painted on her. Her eyes were red, and on her mouth resembling a wicked grin, whilst the title, Featherbed's Frustration, was on bottom left, narrated by Pillow. It began with a shot of Spot's house, where Spot herself was busy painting a picture of her zebra. The Lala's pets don't have names. Just then, Spot's painting was interrupted when someone called her name. Spot, the voice said. She turned around as someone who called out to her was revealed to be Crumbs, and was next to her. And next to her was Mittens. Oh, hey, Crumbs. Hey, Mittens, Spot greeted. Want to see my masterpiece? We're not here to see your painting, Spot, Crumbs replied. We're here to ask you where her Pillow is. She hasn't been present learning. Really? Spot asked. Do you think she must be really tired? I doubt that, Spot, Mince replied. This isn't like her at all. Really? Spot replied. Then, where could she be then? It cut to Pillow's house, where it then showed Pillow outside. She appeared to be watching a compilation of every single episode of Lollipsy, ever looking quite glum. Suddenly, her eyes began to glow red as her voice faded into a demonic effect. I've done it. I've watched the entirety of my show, and never have I been given enough focus compared to the original Lollipsy dolls. The only appearance I've in that damn show is since some episode out of it. I'm done. I'm through. I'm sick of it. I had enough. I want revenge, Pillow angrily said to me. Are you talking to me? I shuddered. Of course I am, Sherlock. Pillow taunted before she came into the view, wondering what's wrong with Pillow. Leave me alone, you stupid lamb! Pillow screamed before the sheep ran off, terrified. There, Pillow remarked. Now, if you excuse me, I'll be heading off now. She left the room as they grew worried on what Pillow's going to do next. It then cut to Lollipsyland, where showed Crumbs heading home with a frown on her face. This is strange. Where even is Peanut? Crumbs wondered before spotting Peanut by the door. Who do they think they are? They think they can continue this, huh? They gonna treat me like that? Like trash? I don't think so, Pillow muttered. Pillow? Is that you? Crumbs asked. I've been waiting for you, Crumbs, Pillow yelled deeply as she turned around. Pillow? Are you okay? Crumbs gasped. What happened to your eyes? And your voice? Pillow then walked towards Crumbs, growling. Pillow, you're scaring me, Crumbs said. Crumbs then let a blood-curdling scream as Pillow approached her violently. Pillow was still laughing as she grabbed a knife. And it showed the most gruesome thing imaginable. Pillow stabbed Crumbs using the knife as Crumbs was screaming in agony. But Crumbs' screaming didn't sound fake. It sounded like her voice actor was being stabbed in the worst way possible. Then it showed Mittens fluffing stuff. She was in her house wondering where her Pillow went. Then suddenly, the lights in her house flickered off. Eek! She cried. What happened to the lights? Suddenly, she heard the Kefka from Sonic EXE. Who's there? Mitten shivered. Is there, Mitten shivered. Just then, the lights came back on and Pillow was behind Mittens. Pillow? Mittens gasped. I've never seen you out of your house before. I came here to hand the spotlight over to me, personally, Pillow said. But what do you mean? Mittens asked. You know what I mean, that I never received any screen time of spotlight, unlike you buffoons, Pillow laminated. Just then, Pillow grabbed out a chainsaw. Pillow, wait! Let's talk about this, Mittens pleaded. Despite her pleas, Pillow killed her anyway. Mittens screamed as her fate was now revealed. What kind of episode of Lava Lipsy is this? I yelled. It then cut to Jewel Sparkles in her bedroom, contouring herself. You look absolutely stunning as ever, Jewel. But before Jewel could finish her sentence, she heard a knock on the door. Coming, Jewel annoyingly said as she went to the door to see who it was. It was Peanut Big Top looking terrified. Oh, it's you. What do you want? Jewel asked. Jewel, Pillow has gone insane, Peanut yelled. Insane? There's no way. Pillow has been outside her house since. No, Jewel, it's true. Pillow is killing everyone in Lollipsy Land. I'll believe it when I see it, Hurry! We need to get Ace! Peanut interrupted as she grabbed Jewel by her hand and scurried off. It then transformed to Ace Fenderbender in his workshop, creating what appears to be a bust. Fits every known Lollipsy doll to exist. Peanut and Jewel entered the shop. Ace! Peanut said. Oh, hey girls. What's going on? Ace asked. So, Pillow has recently gone insane by killing everyone in Lollipsy Land. And if we don't get all your pals on the bus as you built, we will all be doomed, Peanut yelled. Wait. Say what? Ace yelled. I just told her I was gonna, even when I see it, Jewel muttered. Don't fear, everybody. Once I'm done with this bus, I'll call Rosie and some other friends that not died yet and to come with us, Ace said, as he got on his phone. It then cut a time card similar to those in SpongeBob SquarePants. 1 hour later, it then showed Rosie bumps and bruises with her in her office to Michael and Eve Flutter, as well her big sister, Pixie Flutter, was beside her. Suddenly, the phone rang, but the ringing sound was a mix of the special alert, and shutterbug sound effect from Special Agent. So, hold on, dear, Rosie told Twinkle. I have a call from my friends. Rosie picked up the phone and was greeted by Ace. Hello, Rosie, Ace called. Hello, Ace, Rosie replied. Rosie, I gotta tell you something. You better go on my bus because Pillow is currently on a rampage. You have to get all of your friends to come with us, Ace yelled. Wait, what? Rosie gasped. Oh no, why is she doing this? It's because she didn't get any spotlight or screen time. You have to get your friends come to my workshop and to get on my bus before Peanut comes under. Otherwise, all of us be doomed, Ace yelled. Okie dokie then, Rosie said, and as she hung up. And then she had a shot of all the $50 at Ace's workshop, except for Peanut, Crumbs, and Mittens. Alrighty, folks, I have a special position to show you before you get into the bus and get out of Lollipsy Land. And Pillow calms down, Ace says. Which is, well, everybody, I built this bus recently, and tons of things to keep safe from Peanut so she doesn't kill you. Or Pillow, actually, but it's to say Peanut. Ace told everyone. Suddenly, the dolls heard the start of laughter. Whose laugh is that? Jewel asked. It's Pillow's! I panicked. Everyone, get on the bus! Everyone see to get on the bus. Ace, step on it now! Oh, B yelled. As when Ace stepped to gas pedal, the bus drove away. Pillow noticed this and said this. Well, at least the spotlight takers will soon realize driving away from Lollipsyland on a bus is not going to me. And no, that is not the end of some episode. There's more. And then showed another card saying 2 hours later. And then it showed a shot of the currently alive dolls on the bus. Where are we going now? Asked. Ace then stopped at an abandoned mansion. Fellas, I think I have an idea, Ace said. Ace then parked the bus at the mansion, and the dolls exited out and went inside. Peanut locked the door in case Pillow was coming for them. We could stay here until Pillow calms down, sir. Everybody he said. Great idea! Everybody scared thoughts. Oh, and I forgot to mention the characters are a lie. I have not killed. Will yet to be the following ones on screen. There's a bunch. Oh, by the way, I also forgot to mention Mango Tiki Biki, who was calling on her island. And of the Smoky Peaks has only appeared on one episode of Mango's Mountain Holiday. And then the dolls heard a demonic laughter. Oh no. Oh, Joel muttered. Oh, now you want to take this seriously? Peanut asked. Then the same demonic laughter was heard again. After it's coded, the Lollipsy Littles don't and then want to play with me. What a shame. But I can play with you, right? After making it into the Haunted the Hedgehog horror game, Sally EXE. Who goes here? Hatch asked. It's Pillow! Y'all better run! I yelled. You're right, Ace said, breaking the fourth wall. The dolls ran out to different places. Pillow entered the door with crimson and spread cotton all over her. You can't run. You can't hide forever, Bee. I'm coming for you and your friends. Pillow said before laughing like a lunatic, just like Oswald and Peanut Otter. Then a shot of Bee spells a lot in the haunted house. Soon she locked the doors and got into a corner. Please don't come for me. Please don't come for me. Please don't come for me. She murmured as tears began to form in her button eyes. Pillow busted through the door with a bat. Peekaboo! I found you! Pillow said. She swung the same at Bee. And then it showed a shot of another room with jewel sparkles show up. Oh man, she muttered. I should have listened to Peanut. She was right all along. Pillow walked towards Jewel. Nice speech. Say goodbye to your legs, Pillow said. Didn't I hear that line from somewhere?
Nice speech. Say goodbye to your legs.
Oh well, it's just a line from a creepypasta. Anyway, Jill screamed as she said that. It then entered another room, which Peanut entered her shop with tears in her eyes. Why, Pillow, why? Peanut said. I'm losing friends because of you. Do not worry. You'll see them again, Pillow whispered. But really? Peanut asking before getting her head chopped off. It then showed Dot and Spot and her together. Pillow will never find us here, Dot said. I'm getting kind of scared. What if she does? Spot asked. Oh, don't worry. At least you still have me with you, Dot said. Spot chuckled as she said that. Yeah, guess you're right, Spot said back. Pillow then appeared out of nowhere and stabbed them both using a sword. Hours have passed and the remaining dolls were dead. No sign of anyone except for Mango, since she's the only survivor who is in an island of Smoky Peak away from Land. And obviously Pillow. Pillow exited the house covered in cotton as she chuckled softly. And then as she continued chuckling, I went to go get some food, but she put a stop to me. Oh, I did not forget about you, Pillow said to me. I'm just getting some food. Calm down, I said. Oh, I don't think so, Pillow said. Until you pay for what you done today. Hey, you're not going anywhere. Pfft, like you gonna make me pay for what I've done, I said. I'm in real life, and you're just made a doll behind a TV screen. So good luck trying to find me. Pillow then grabbed a paper and started writing something. A then revealed that it was my address. Yep, my actual address. Censored for personal reasons. Is this where you live? Pillow asked. What? Who the hell gave you my rights to reveal my location? I know everything. Real life person's name. Pillow said. I addressed the same thing to the creators of this episode, and they had no other choice but to believe me. Wait, who are these creators of this episode? I asked. Good question, Pillow replied as he took 4 photos and them against the wall of the haunted house. These creators are none other and Cleanly Brown, Andrew Skinner, and Enzo Goodman, and Kevin Adams. Now, if you excuse me, I'm coming for you now, real life name. That means I'm going to step the screen and kill you, Pillow said. She led each other to the screen. Oh my god, no, I said. As I hit the remote and fist and skipped everything except for the credits. And speaking the credits, they were obviously off. In the credits, the were replaced by corpses of characters Pillow killed. But unlike the death scenes, these were split in half like the ones in Among Us. And the music playing in the background was the music that plays on Dr. Eggman's stage. It's called Free Dots from Sonic EXE. When it's finished, it showed the closing logos, but the Moonscope logo had a blood red background. The moon in the logo was cracked on top for no apparent reason given. The NGA Entertainment logo had a black background as Pillow's shadow can be seen. The purple square with the M had been split in half. The yellow circle with the G had slides similar to an orange, and the red triangle and A had been cracked open. I was traumatized by that episode, and I watched after the original closing logos. The screen went black for about 10 seconds, and finally, an extra logo appeared to my surprise. The Nickelodeon Productions logo came up, but like the Nickelodeon logo on the DVD opening, it had the same black background, and the text was red. In the production text, it was an ICT lithograph font, and the copyright text was in careful font, the old Google logo. Finally, it was related by a charity fanfare similar to Walt Disney's picture logo, specifically the 1985 one, for no apparent reason given. I was left speechless for two reasons. One, even though Lalipsy is a series broadcasted by Nickelodeon and Nick Jr., the Nickelodeon Productions logo never appeared in the series. And lastly, the frame of the logo had been referred to the old Disney intro. And when the extra logo was finished, the screen went black again for 6 seconds, and then Pillow showed up with her cute emotion and said this after giggling. In an evil matter. Oh, real nickname. Did you really you can escape from my claws just by skipping to the credits? Well, no one these days, weeks, months, centuries, or years, I will come for you to kill you someday and see you at censor for her personal reasons. Pillow laughed like an insane yandere after she said that to me. And the scream went back again, and the other 6 seconds as it passed, a jump scare did not appear. Instead, a red text in the credits font said, "You're next." The text was silent for 8 seconds. Then Bowser's laugh from Super Mario 64 was heard, but sounded distorted, even demonic. After the episode, it took me to the menu. I was straight up appealed with what I were to witness. I also can't believe the ending. The episode was similar to what Peanut Otter said to Anaya. Then I recorded the footage and sent it to NGA Entertainment. I eventually got a text back saying this: "We are very sorry that you had to witness the episode of Lalipsy. You see, the episode was originally going to made for people who fell for a pillow for not getting enough recent screen time. But we scrapped it because the four goons, one of the four former animators who also made disturbing episodes for other Nick Jr. show, Wow Wow Websy, Websy's Bad Day, Menu, Lost, and Starved to Death. I hope you managed to see a different episode. Ever since that day, my thoughts on Lala Lipsy were never the same. End of the creepypasta.
Oh, yeah, and that took me a long time to record. So, on to the next creepypasta, a not-so-magical sequel.
Punching reverse and all the damage I had. Maybe bruised, but it's not that bad.
Based on a dream this person had. Oh, is it? Just gonna turn the volume up. Alright. No matter how many years pass and will pass, I liked and will still like Lala Lipsy. All the characters and concepts for her and very still are very interesting. So Jewel was always Manly's favorite. And the couple of episodes I saw were both the original show and the reboot of Netflix. Netflix were cute, and in that case of the reboot was actually very emotional. I also watched all the movies, and while the majority of them were slightly flawed one way or another, that didn't stop them from being good. Here, the toys were being discontinued and the Netflix show canceled and made my heart sink. But that's not all what I wanted to talk about. On to Lala Oopsies. If you don't recall, Lala Oopsies was a spin-off line, as the name suggested. The characters were mixed rainbow colors and body proportions and different from the usual Lala Lucy dolls, looking like, in my own words, irritated. They came as Princess Ballerina hybrids and mermaids, but the little girls, which is the original Lala Lucy line, were the younger series sisters of as fairies. They had one movie, Lala Oopsies: A So Magical Tale. It was like all the others, cute, a bit funny, and a simple Lala Oopsie adventure with the Lala Oopsies. What I never knew was that they were planning on a sequel. I was not a girl show for sports. I know, very cliche, but I found a blank DVD case. Here's what it read. Lala Oopsie sequel. Unfinished. Is this a joke? Oh yeah. The owner at the sale noticed me and casually went on. I worked at GA Entertainment. They were making a sequel to the Lala Oopsies movie. Some guy decided to make that apparently as a joke, and he was fired as quite a bit of crazy stuff. We decided to cancel it all together, as we didn't have any other ideas. We had copies of it from the guy who made it before he was fired. The footage is all there. There's a lot more stuff that happened after that, but I don't really want to go into full detail. If you want to know completely, it's worth only $1. That's something I want to watch again. Out of morbid curiosity, I agreed to buy the thing. So I went home, made sure to get my DVD player on, and opened the case. There was 2 discs. One that read movie, and another just had some random scribbles on it. I tried to make The second one said anything, but it couldn't read it for crap. I got the other one that read movie, making sure it was the film itself and placed in. Oh boy, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. There was no menu or trailers though. That was kind of unexpected considering it was unfinished. It just went straight into the movie. I liked the official, well, one way or another. Some were fully animated. The others were simple animated. The others were in between. But I'll just say before we to that, it was not at all the usual Malipsy fare. It was no sign of anyone's pets at all. Oh. Throughout the whole movie, there wasn't any music, not like at all, and that just made it a bit more unsettling. Well, most of it wasn't. It started off as your usual Alice movie. Bill was walking down the path singing a song about math to herself. Rather, a rather bad one, if you ask me. So bad, I easily forgotten about it. While walking, she finds a door that leads to Lala Ipsy's land. As the first movie took place, and mostly a story that Bee was reading, she is surprised that apparently the Lala Ipsies are true. She leaves to find her friends, the rest, the original 8 to be exact, and, and to tell her all about it. This explained from the conversation is what caught me off guard. So you managed to find something from a story you read once in reality? I don't believe it for a bit. Joel, this is Fountain B spells a lot. We're talking about the brains, the geniuses, the nerds, the know all. She doesn't even make it up. What was that their own way of saying frick? That was not in the other Lolipsy stuff. I knew. Has the and it I don't know what else it is. The at young children. I figured. Oh, knew it was aimed at young children. I figured that was at least one of the reasons it was never finished. I decided to keep watching to find more reasons. The Lala Ipsies were at the door to the Lala Ipsies land. Oh, wait, why does it say Lala Ipsies? It's not Lala Ipsies. Oh well. And she didn't believe it before and by the previous exchange I wrote about Jewel was completely dumbfounded. Felt me. There really is a Lala Ipsy's land. So, of course, they opened the door and entered. Only, as it turned out, Lala Ipsy's land wasn't exactly as the story told. The skies were orange, like the original, but were more of a sickly shade of it. The ground was gray, rotted, and corpse-like. The mushroom trees looked more like actual fungi. And the strawberry milk rivers and seas looked spoiled and curdled. And I could even make out a skeleton. Personally, a giant Ipsy in them? He probably put it best. Well, it seems the book apparently wrote into, oh, I don't know, romanticized a couple details. The group decided to venture and, and explore anyway. I couldn't help but bring the fact that a couple of them coughed quite a bit, like they went, and okay, scratch that. They were coughing violently, like just inhaled smoke. Felting easy matters. This place is polluted. As were walking through, some sort of large insectoid jumped right on Peanut's face, alien style. Now I could really see why this movie didn't make it. Obviously, everyone was panicking at the sight and trying to get the bug off. It wasn't until half a minute that we managed to find a stick on the ground and strongly swatted the insect away. From Peanut's face, though it seemed she also hit the face from this dialogue. Try avoiding the face, you idiotic felting stitch! And stabbed the insect multiple times. Pika's blood had sprang from the body, gored and getting everywhere. The other 7 were so disgusted that Crumbs vomited right off screen from the sight. Poor Crumbs. Organs were coming out of the creature as bees stabbed, and, and I looked close enough. The organs seemed rather human-like, and was pretty weird as the insect didn't look human at all. Well, at least I found another reason for the movie's rejection. Before he turned the monster into unrecognizable bloodless mush, I could make the colors of the insect to be that of the Lala Ipsy fairy lilac, hot pink, and sky blue. Nah, I'm pretty sure it was just a coincidence. And yet, oh, and that reminds me of another scene that happened later on. The 8 were turning on into the islands, riding on some sort of old rusted boat they found, and suddenly some sort of sea stepped into or something like that. I don't know what the color scheme. As the mermaid water lily rose from the rotted strawberry milk oceans, Bee tried to row the boat away, but the monster attacked and even picked Jewel up and devoured her. There wasn't any dull suffering or anything cute like that. Jewel's remains were actually or did Chris and blood and human and neural intertails as she was getting chopped down and it actually oh eventually swallowed, screaming as if the actress of herself was finally disemboweled. I can't hear I still can hear agonized scream as I write this, so that's pretty annoying. Pillow chin was pretty of mine. Holy felting silk! My God, how the heck was a doll said to be sewn from a dress able to have human blood and guts? Then again, it was a cartoon. A rather gory one if you ask me. And honestly, though, Jules' death was horrific yet satisfying for me. I never turned the slightest. During the attack, Mittens and Spot fell into the strawberry milk ocean as the boat was destroyed. It didn't show the rest of what happened to them. I can so I can safely assume they were eaten or drowned or both. So the ones left were Crumbs, Peanut, Dot, Pillow, and Bee. They lashed onto the boat's remains as they headed to a large island. The island's inhabitants were all the princess ballerinas. Both it was in the first movie, the Antoy exclusive mutated to close to the proportions. Their hair are mushy and in tangles. Most of the princesses' faces were obscured by their hair, but the ones I'd be able to see were distorted in such a way. I can't really describe them well, though. I'll admit they looked pretty dang cool. Oh, on her clothes were also a wreck too. So yeah, Crumbs became an idiot and decided to go close to one. I can't remember which. I think it was Saffron, and tried to approach it friendly enough. Saffron, like a wild animal, lunged at Crumbs and proceeded to violently rip her into shreds. And sure enough, it was just as gruesome as Jules' death. I mean, I remember just thinking to myself, what the hell was this person on when making this? And yes, girls were horrified by that too, and ran from the princesses as fast as they could. Remember the scene I mentioned earlier where the Peanut apparently getting attacked by that bug? Well, they didn't forget about that. Peanut immediately fell over, having a rather violent fit as she struggled for her breath. Her skin firing as multicolored insect larvae way out of her everywhere. So, I'm even lunging out like chestbusters and alien. Yes, I know I've already made a comparison before, but still, they then approached the lunge at Pillow and devoured her alive as she can only scream, and the final two, Bee and Dot, can only watch. As Pillow was honestly one of my favorite Lucy, I I just felt awful watching that. Before they could be next, P and Dot, B, B and Dot finally found a door where they came in. They tugged by my heartstrings, seeing the two carefully looking back. Apparently, they were mentioning their friends before leaving Lala Ipsy's land for good. Adette had to be in bed, very ill. She was apparently covered in radiation tears, and her hair was almost gone. Apparently, the island was highly radioactive. Dot was to her bed in tears as B quickly said her final words. I'm sorry, Dot. Sorry for everything. Finally coughing blood, B finally kicked the bucket as Dot sobbed hysterically. The movie cut to black and ended with surprise, surprise, no credits whatsoever. All I thought of was how the hell did B get sick from Asian poisoning, but Dot didn't? So anyway, I took the movie disc out and put the one with all the scribbles. It was a compilation of recorded clips, all of them privately in the MGA Entertainment headquarters itself, I presume. One clip I remember was a Lala Ipsy's Princess Anise doll flying and chasing a random employee. As it said, the employee he was in a panic. Yeah, it was a weird one. Another considered of another employee testing out the Princess Juniper doll as they were squishing the head. The Lala Ipsy's dolls had squishy foam heads. The dolls suddenly started to bleed violently. Not gonna lie, I laughed when the employee said, God darn it, Harry, what did I say about making the dolls bleed? The last one I remember was two employees talking to each other. What did they ask the other? What exactly was your motivation making this weird movie? The other employee just responded in a weird reverse demonic gibberish. I didn't have time to translate. The first employee's only response was a flat, what? Exactly my reaction too. I decided that enough and took up the disc and put it away. Where's the case now? On my shelves. I'm keeping it. I just think it's pretty unique in a way. Not like it's cursed or anything. End of creepypasta.
Get up on your feet when you hear the silly beat.